Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So last time we mostly just dealt with cleanup and recovery after our prior combat engagement. We're currently researching, or going to start researching, prosthetics so we can replace a few missing body parts for people, because that will be important. And also, just in between episodes, I kind of planned out some potential looks at how things could sort of go for the keep here. So same plan here, fridge and cooking area here, dining hall, pretty decent size. Maybe we extend that a bit if we were to get a larger table, actually the larger table would still fit pretty well. So I'm not super worried about it, but dining hall here. Up here is where our residences would end up being. I have some potentially larger rooms in case if we want to have couples or anything like that. If we want the married suites to be a little bit nicer, to encourage bringing more heirs into the world. And then this will be our recreational room. We can always extend it if we need to. And then likewise, here is our ritual room. This will end up being, if we decide to either do a throne room, or we can just have it be the leader suites for Maddie and Edward. I think that's kind of how I'm imagining this will go. Plenty of room to expand, add more residential areas up here. We can grow more of the other areas down here if we need to. And the way I'm thinking now is, rather than having our prison and hospital be all the way over here, we can have them alongside our storage and crafting areas kind of set up outside the main walls for now, so they're still pretty accessible, so that we can bring loot in. Also have the hospital and prison nearby, so we can grab people and scoop them in. Could even be more up here if we rearrange this stuff a little bit as we kind of develop. But I think this will work. I think this makes a lot of sense, at least for the time being. And then we can mess with it as we need to. But in the meantime, our research is moving along, which means we're going to have some procedures we're going to need to do. So with that being the case, we are going to want to try to get a pretty decent hospital area set up for that. I'm thinking that will probably need to happen fairly soon, especially because we also have Maddie, who is in her first trimester. We are determined to not lose this baby, unlike all the ones we have lost up until now. Let's see. So Rosa is... Who's Tali? Oh, hold on. Where? Okay. We have a sister too. Okay, I guess we've just met all these people as part of the people that have kind of come through recently. So that's interesting. Very interesting. Let's haul these out. More marble chunks. That's good. And so what we'll probably do for now is we'll smooth these walls out, just so we don't have to... Can we do an order for this? Yeah, smooth the surface. We don't need to necessarily cancel. Let's cancel. Where's cancel? We don't need to do those. So they're just going to get to work on that. Awesome. That will work. It takes a while. Does this work on their construction skill? It does. Okay, well that's good. That's good at least. So this is going to look quite nice. And I think we can do a larger door or ornate door. Ooh, if we had 50 gold. Do we have gold anywhere? We have silver. Ooh, if we can find some gold, that would be a lot of fun. That's more steel. Compacted machinery. Bummer. More steel. We'll have to... We also might be able to... The IDEO launcher. You've learned that a relic of Blood-Hungry Crypt is nearby. The IDEO launcher is an ancient object venerated by all ideologists. If you could collect it, you could build a great reliquary to make ideologists happy, attract wealthy pilgrims, and bring more people to the Blood-Hungry Crypt. Okay, sure. We should absolutely do that. Yeah, the nerf spiker could be pretty good. Also have a farming work site. Oh, yes. Prisoner. Is this a guy that's like, he's pretty far away. I don't know about that guy. What about this? That is not too far away. How? 1.8 days. That's not bad. That's not terrible. That is not terrible. Maybe an unknown threat though. We'll think about it. We will think about it. What is this doing to our wealth? Not much. Fruit cave, fair value opportunity. Oh, do we have a yeah. Could be worth doing. Maybe we want to also prioritize. So after our dining area is kind of done actually, which works really well. Let's see. Yeah, let's get this wrapped up. Let's build this out so we have a nicer dining hall. We have 594 blocks, which is quite a few. Also do morbid slabs. Oh, that would be great for our ritual room. It'd be perfect for that. So we'll think about that. In the meantime, is there any other? I mean, it's all marble. We have some sandstone, but the sandstone's gonna look probably goofy. Do we want to do marble floors? Do we want to go all the way to marble floors? I mean, I guess so, right? Why not? So if that's the case, then let's give the order to smooth these surfaces as well. Same with this side. Just get that nice and ready. And we're going to be building their construction skills, which is good. I'm okay with that. This will improve things hopefully quite a bit. And then if we can just get some gold, it would be so much fun to have that ornate door. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily see any on the map, but there could be some buried here in the walls. Can we hide? Here's the real question. When it comes to power, are we able to hide? Yes, if they are treated walls, I think we can put wiring in them, so that's good. Oh, furniture. Let's get a large steel table. This right here. Would that be the best thing for it? I think so. Or we could do a 2x2 for now. Doesn't really fit great. It's kind of a bummer. Guess I could have planned this slightly better, but it'd be fine. We have room for statues and stuff if we want. Yeah, I think this way will work. What are you doing? Smoothing wall, okay. Do we want it to be out of steel? We probably don't want it to be out of steel, to be fair. We don't really have a lot of other options. Let's see. Do tree sowing research after this so we can start growing some trees, but we're doing okay. Let's just chop these down. That'll give us plenty to work with. We're tackling a lot, but I think it's going to be worth it. At the very least, it's going to be fun. It'll look very cool, I'm hoping, when this is all said and done. And then we can start to migrate more into our fun area. Realizing now I haven't had a light on for a while. Let's fix that. There we go. Quality control is going great today. And then we'll do a door. Let's get some, I think wood doors are fine for right now. We don't need anything crazy. Put a door there. And then we'll also go ahead and put doors here and here. That will work. We'll see if one cooler is enough here. If not, we can sort of we can do more. But let's get our temperature. Let's put a cooler here. Just like that. And that's nestled in. It shouldn't become a target super easily. Should be fine. Should be fine. That's our wealth. We want to be... Yeah, we're going to be driving our wealth up a lot. So I think with the addition of, or the fact that we've got gunsmithing now means we probably want to start planning more around like what are our goals going to be for defense. We have traps. That's going to help significantly, but we're going to want more, a lot more. So the raids are not going to get easier from here on out, I think is the key thing to remember. So I think we'd still want a killing row here, like a killing area here. We'll just want to have more options for it. I'm trying to think of the best way to approach that. Because if we do, so let's say we get like some barricades set up, you know, like just hypothetically, like along this area to hide behind for some of our more ranged people. We still are going to need to have options for our melee. So they could come out last and then, yeah. I think that would work. So we can cancel these for now. We'll build some additional walls here, just for now, and then we will mine this out. Don't want them to have any ways to protect themselves. Oh, and Maddie can do a conversion, which we are going to use on Party. Wherever he is, right there. 16%. All right. I think one more might do it, which would be awesome. Very awesome. Let's see. This is all going really well. Getting plenty of wood. Yeah, things are moving. Things are moving very well. You're going to want to close this off. And then we'll probably just want to... Let's see. Yeah, that should be fine. Real tribute collector. There's no reason to do much with them. Let's see, we can delete you, delete you, delete you, and delete you. Yeah, this is going to go great. Research area will probably stay somewhere up here, or maybe even down here. We have a lot of room down here. We can put some additional things. We just need to leave room for the cooler, which is currently working, which I guess is fine. We're still storing excess, so I'm not super worried about it. We can test the chilling capacity. Let's turn this down to 22. It seems to be working. Yeah, that should be fine. And then let's plan for a large wooden table here. You want the table to go there? Yeah, let's do that. And then dining chairs. We have 7 people. Let's do that. This will work for now. That's a lot of wood that we're about to use, but it's going to be very worth it. We're going very wealthy, which is such a huge risk. If we fail, we'll learn something from it at the very least. No recent conquest. Yeah, you're just going to have to deal with that. 5 days until our next conversion ritual. Maddie can convert again at 2.3. Things are moving. Do we have anyone who's good at art? He's okay. She's not. She's not. She's okay. Kenna can do art. Kenna might become our artist as well. Gift from the Fallen Empire. Gold. Well, that's great. I don't think that's enough to give us our ornate door. It's not, but it's a start. It's a start. I'm okay with that. Dining hall is nearly done. I will say, like, what if we canceled this one? So if we canceled that one, and this could be a separate entrance into the rec area, so they don't necessarily have to go down the hallway, could be an option. I won't smooth it just so we can think about it, but beauty is, it's moving up. It's getting slightly more, the impressiveness is okay. This is a ugly room, but that's fine. It's just taking a little while. And then I think, so she's still in her first trimester, so that's fine. I think if we want this to be a hospital, which could work. I guess the thought I should think, the thing I should think about then is, oh, we have prosthetics done. Let's think about this. No. Sterile materials could be nice. Hydroponics could be good. Mortars, toxic gas. Let's do blowback. We're gonna need some more defense. I guess the thought I'll have is like, you know, for this, so we have our residential area. Do we want a hallway to connect down that will connect to where the hospital and stuff is, or should it be sort of an external access? But I don't know. I think maybe we have the hallway come through. Could work. Quest failed. Oh, that's fine. Unusual heat wave has begun. Oh, we can really test our fridge now. Yeah, I'll have to think. I'll have to think about that. How are these chairs? Poor, normal, good, good, normal, excellent, good, excellent. So we want to rebuild. Let's deconstruct this one. You don't want a poor chair. Hardy, you're married, right? Aren't you married? You're married, but you don't like your wife because you're in different ideology. Well, that makes sense. That's a bummer. This room is beautiful. That's good. Yeah, maybe we... Let's think. Maybe this could be our hospital / prison. We lose some rooms, but we already have 6 plus, you know, some larger ones up here if we decide to keep them that way. I don't know. I really feel like they should be right here next to the battlefield, though. So I think, or at least right here. Another thing we might have to think about as we keep going, but not a huge issue at the moment. We can rearrange things as we need to out here. If we need to deconstruct walls and build new ones and all that. Not a big deal. So the fridge works, dining room's there. Let's reinstall you here, and then let's get some power running. Run you through here. That. And then we'll have another one run just like this, just to make sure we have enough. It's not a big deal. That, and then we'll do 2 lights here, just a quick light here. I think that should be fine. Perfect. There we go. Look at this. How exciting. It's nice to finally see this space starting to get utilized, even if it's not, you know, they have to go kind of a mile away to get to literally anything else. What we can do also is I kind of want to do, can we do an art bench? We can do an art bench. Let's make an art bench and put it like right here. Let's deconstruct these. And we'll, no. Let's keep these. Cancel that. Deconstruct you. Oh shit, we have the plague. For a party. Okay. Well, where's our best doctor? Is going to be Edward, right? Yeah. Edward is going to tend to you. Let's see what our tend is. Good. I think he's going to be fine. Yeah, he'll be fine. And yep, we have heel root growing, just as we knew we would. Animals are still doing fine. We're getting a lot of muffalo wool. That's gonna be perfect. I guess we don't necessarily need it for insulation or anything like that, but it will look nice nonetheless. Beauty is neutral. That's fine. So let's build copies of you, like here. That, and then we want to link these settings. We want to copy yours, paste here. So now they should all, yep, okay, great. So far, so good. Can delete these now that we have these figured out. Build just a marble wall separating here, and then we're gonna want to party. That's rude. It's hella rude. All right, 9 hours until we convert. Party is gonna be fine. Yeah. I wonder if this will finish him off. Actually, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we're in the second trimester, so we are gonna want to try to hustle on some stuff. Could have just an entrance here, and then that would connect up through a hallway onto the front of there. I think that would work. Oh yeah, can you 3 hours till conversion? Can we inspect the baby genes? There's none. Okay, that's fine. So close to conversion. Let's go. 7. Ooh, who? Party. Yeah, well, you are having a... Stop flirting with people, man. You're killing me with this. It's not gonna work. She's married to the leader. Ready to convert. Oh, he's converted. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. One less issue. Yep. So once those wear off, those won't come back. He's in serious pain. He's sick. Unsightly environment. Yeah. That's fine. Just trying to think through how we want to lay this out now that we've got more options. Or now that we're sort of opening things up a bit more. I think I do like the idea of having like so we have this come out into a sort of a main entrance here, but we can have kind of a like boxed in entrance. So if we wanted to have this become our defensive area, we could do that. So funnel them into the entrance of the hall. And then this would come around to, you know, our, oops, we could have this come around to our, like, if this was our, my goodness, if this was our actual, like, wall, let's do a different color. Have this be our wall. This, and then that way we could say, you know, This could connect out to like hospital, prison, crafting area, stuff like that. That's still pretty close to the front. And then that way it reinforces the separation here of where our security is going to be. And so we have a much wider range for defense. And then we would still want to, we could still funnel them in through here and maybe find ways to set more traps or something along the way. I think that could be pretty fun. That way, the other side of this too, if you think about it, is if our defensive area is all the way up here and we're moving people further away from that, if we get raided and they do an attack now, well, we have to cover more ground with people before they can actually get to where the defenses are going to be. So I think that makes the most sense. So let's start working on that. Let's start moving these people in. And then that way we can plan out the rest of this. So we get the rec room set up. We want to start converting this into the hospital / prison / all that other stuff. Let's work on that now. So let's get rid of the rec room. Prison, we'll get this sorted out, I think. So let's drill this up. Connections are going to be here. There's 3 rooms, so I think they will probably stay where they are just for the time being. But for everyone else, try to get stuff sort of underway. Oh, wait, we need to mine you and you. And then structure marble wall here. Okay. Got a lot of work to do. Okay, and then we want to deconstruct these. I guess we could have reinstalled them, but it's fine. No big deal. Oh no, it's fine. We only have 12 medications in storage. Yep, that's not great. Oh, whoops. Okay. And then on this side, we can have like the research area, connect down like other production stuff. That way we don't have to dig super, super deep. You're detecting an orbiting space drone that may contain information about an IDEO launcher. You have the code that will force it to land at a fun hamlet. To get the information, hack into the drone's computer. Hacking takes time, but those strong in intellectual skill can speed up the process. Wasters from Venom lineup will detect the drone's energy signature. As long as it's present, they'll send attackers approximately every 8 hours to destroy it and steal the wealth they think it contains. Oh boy, you will have some time to prepare defenses around it before they arrive. That's going to be very interesting. We're definitely not ready for this yet. Why are you starving? Is that like, this is just not... Okay, well, let's give you some rice, I guess. That's a bummer. Raw food, rice. Yeah. Is there anything we can... Are there any berries we can harvest? Just clearly did not give them enough food. Okay, here's what we'll do, actually. Let's build just a wood wall right here for now. That's a terrible idea. Let's actually do... How much wood do we have? We have a lot of wood. Let's extend our fence out like this. Then we'll deconstruct these. If they hurry, can give them access to more grasses for now. Let's see, can we get... I thought they would be able to eat. No, they're just not eating it. Oh boy. Deconstruct you. Here we go. Let him out. And then rescue. Can we feed you? Boy. How do you... Is there a way to manually feed this animal? Or is it just going to die? Who is our animal handler? Edward is. Rescue. Wild woman wanders in. Sammy, hello. You are a 31-year-old who can do melee. You hate men. Well, I mean, our leader's a man. That's going to be kind of awkward, I think. Do we have the worst plant person? We do. Yep, the rooster died. Well, that's going to happen, I guess. She's just going to eat all the food. Okay. This will buy us a little time, I think, for the hay to come in. Chickens can eat. Let's actually not. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Yeah, let's not pile them in there. Okay. They should be fine now. For now. Hot swarm. Rosnos Newsmo. Donis is having trouble landing, blah, blah, blah. Infestation of one hive. Well. We will consider that. We will consider that, but probably not. What other quests did we have? No. This one, yeah. Yeah. This one's going to be interesting. I'm really interested in seeing how that one goes. All right, our mining is going pretty well. We've almost got 2 rooms dug out. So as we move into the next episode, that will be kind of what we're focusing on, is getting everything set up to shift our killing area down. That's an uncomfortable spot for that guy to be in. Deconstruct that again. And then, yeah, continuing to kind of move stuff in. I think everything else, though, is going along pretty well. We have researched prosthetics. So I think once we get the hospital built, which will be good for Maddie and her pregnancy, we will also be able to start doing some procedures to replace lost limbs. Do we have a good backup doctor? Not really. Edward's the best one. So Maddie's going to have to perform, or I guess install the prosthetic onto Edward, which is going to be... we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So... Nonetheless, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. As always, feel free to give me feedback or let me know what you think in the comments below. And you can find me on Twitch. The link will be in the description. And aside from that, we will see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.